The reason why a company can't continue to increase its leverage indefinitely is that the more debt it has on its balance sheet, the riskier it is perceived by creditors. The way lenders see it, there are two things guaranteeing the repayment of their loan: the borrower company's operating cash flows, its profitability, and its assets. However, there is a catch. If a firm goes bankrupt, the first guarantee goes out the window. What about the second one? Most of us know that assets tend to be sold at a much lower price when a default occurs, and some of them cannot even be sold. In this case, equity owners are the first ones to sustain losses. Their investment is a cushion that protects debt holders. If the value of the company's assets is sufficient to repay debt holders, then they won't sustain any losses. Equity holders will be the ones sustaining losses. However, if the value of the assets sold is really low and the entire equity of the company is wiped out, lenders will be the next ones to sustain losses. And here, we can agree that the more debt a company has and the lower its equity is, the higher the chances of debt holders losing significant amounts when a default occurs. In other words, banks' credit risk is that much higher when a company is highly levered. So, how does this impact the cost of debt according to you? When banks expect to sustain losses themselves, they will raise the cost of debt in order to compensate such losses. Hence, all else being equal, cost of debt is higher when we use higher leverage. The best and most practical way to see how this happens in practice is to observe the cost of debt of comparable companies. Firms of a similar size, operating in the same industry, should have a cost of debt corresponding to their leverage. This is a great exercise, actually. You can try to see how cost of debt changes for companies that have a financial debt to liabilities and equity ratio of 40, 45, and 50%, for example. The company that has a higher leverage should pay a higher cost of debt, right? If you carry out this exercise for more firms, you will be able to reconstruct the cost of debt curve for a given industry, which is a great exercise that provides valuable insights. By the way, do you know how to measure a company's cost of debt? It is given by its interest expense, reported in the P&L, divided by the value of all interest-bearing liabilities. Alternatively, if you don't have these numbers and a company has issued bonds, you can check out the yield of its 5 or 10-year bonds. That should be a good approximation. Okay, this is how we can get an idea of how a company's cost of debt changes when it increases its leverage. This will do for now. Thanks for watching.